Brown girl, what do you see? I see a vice president that looks like me. Those are words from a poem that Principal Lakeasha Williams read to her class the morning after we all learned Kamala Harris was the first female vice president, and that clip has since gone viral. Take a look.
Brown girl, what do you see?
I see a vice president that looks like me.
Brown girl, what do you do?
I thought, I hope, I spoke was true.
Brown girl, what do you know?
That I have strong body to grow.
Brown girl, what do you feel?
That black woman will help us grow. Heal.
Joining us now is Principal Lakeasha Williams from PS 399 at Stanley Eugene Clark Elementary School in Brooklyn. Congratulations on starting a movement. It's so great to see you. I will ask the obvious question, which I don't do all the time, but why was it so important to read that poem aloud the day after we learned the Biden-Harrison election was in favor of the new vice president-elect?
It was extremely important here at my school, in my district, District 17. We believe in culturally responsive education, and the demographics of my school community here at Shine 399 is brown girls. And I always say that schools are not a separate entity from society. We are a part of society. And so that's something that my school community celebrated at large.
I love it, and we all know, based on the cadence, that it is a reworking of another famous childhood poem, Brown Bear. What
Yes.
Do You See? By Eric Carle. It was rewritten by poet Leslé Honoré. Did you know her? Had you met her? Had you heard of her? How did you get connected with this?
I never heard of her. Again, as an adult woman myself who is very educated, when I heard the news about the election, I was inspired. You know, I was excited to have representation for me. And I came across the poem on social media, and it just inspired me so much. And again, we do so many different and wonderful things for our children at the school. And I knew that it was something else, you know, as part of what we naturally do to ensure that our children are inspired and motivated each and every day. And so although I didn't meet her prior to, we have since spoken.
You have since spoken. You know what they say on social media, sometimes you get to meet the people that you follow. So joining us this morning to meet you via us at PIX is none other than the poet Leslé Honoré. Hello, girls, kiss each other, air kiss. Hello.
Hello.
Friends, you gotta say my name right. It's Leslé Honoré. So now we're besties.
The Leslé,
That's right.
Leslé, thank you so much
Women power.
for correcting me. I know my name is a train wreck for most people. Lakeasha, what would you like to say to Leslé?
Leslé, thank you so much for your words. Words matter. We have to make sure that we are affirming our children each and every day. And again, I just happened to find the poem on social media, and I was so extremely touched by the words. It definitely resonated with me, resonated with my children and families at our school, and it has now resonated around the world.
Thank you so much for sharing with those babies. It just brought me to tears. It was absolutely beautiful. I'm going to send you a copy of my book where the first version of Brown Girl was in there, so you can share more work with the kids. Just thank you for lifting our babies up every day, for being an educator. We know how hard that is, but in these times, to be able to find ways to lift our brown babies up and let them know that they are important and special and that we see them just means everything. Thank you for all the work you do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think all these babies who are in the classroom who will one day grow up to be adults will thank the two of you for being so inspiring to them as students and as human beings in the world. Leslé, what message do you have for the students there at PS 399?
That anything is possible. I think in my lifetime, I don't think we ever thought we would see a Black president, a woman vice president, a Black and brown woman vice president. We never thought that that was a possibility. And now what we are seeing is that it is, And so anything is possible. Dream big, follow, you know, what you feel is inside your soul. And I think my own life being here, meeting both of you, hearing my words echo in those children's voices is just another testimony. It is possible. There's the sky is the limit.
Mm-hmm. And that's the message that we share with our babies each and every day.
And what have the students, how have they responded to this poem? Because I can tell you, as a kid, as a Puerto Rican kid growing up in the Bronx, my teacher, even though I loved her, never read a poem like that, never asked us to recite a poem about being a student of color. So what has the reaction been from your students?
They are just so excited. They're so proud of themselves. And one of my students even shared during one of the clips that she's now happy to be in her skin. And that's a powerful, powerful statement. Before our children can impact others, which is always our ultimate goal, we have to make sure that self-love is there first. It has to be there first, because that's when you begin to develop the empathy that's necessary to focus on humanity, because you can't do anything without the humanity piece being a huge part of it. And so for our children, this poem, the Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, to see someone who looks like them, they will never, ever forget this moment.
And I will never, ever forget this moment, having the two of you on the broadcast. So thank you both so much for doing the work you're doing and for telling us about it on our broadcast.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much, Principal Williams.
Thank you.
For more of Leslé's poems, check out her book, Fist and Fire. I mean, you know what? I'm going to have a little bit more pep in my step today.
What a nice reunion there.
I know.